YouTube recently announced some changes to their partnership program. Those changes are that to become a partner, you now need at least 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. I don't take very much issue with these changes. I think subs are kind of a bad metric, and there's a little bit of a disconnect between 4K hours and 1K subs, but that's beside the point. Many people have pointed to the positives of this, such as the idea that these larger channels will make more money if they meet the threshold because the revenue is being split among fewer. This is a valid point. Many people are also pointing out that channels that would have otherwise given up, or channels that are only in it for the money, also probably wouldn't have made anywhere, and this I also agree with. But I think both of these miss the bigger issue, and the issue is that because there is so little upward mobility on YouTube, just as a consequence of its own success, policies that actively hurt upward mobility are the last things we need. And what am I talking about here? Well, we all know that YouTube systematically favors content that is monetized. So by not allowing monetization for the channels that have the most difficult time growing, you are alienating loads of potential talent. And some people say, well, just collab. Well, that kind of sidesteps the issue. If there's a barrier put in place that someone disagrees with, the question shouldn't be, bruh, just get around the barrier. It should be, well, why is this here? And many people have some difficulty detaching their personal views or their personal experiences from the issue. Notably, a lot of channels that already clearly meet the threshold are saying, well, I mean, I wouldn't have cared back in the day, or back in the day it was easy to grow. Well, the reality of YouTube has changed a lot, and I think pointing to individual cases of large success is, again, sidestepping the issue. The question isn't, oh, you can grow if you work really, really hard. It's like, yeah, well, no one's really disagreeing with that. But the question is, why are we making it even harder for channels that already have the most difficult time growing? And you might say, well, it's because YouTube is a business. Well, in the short term, this policy might be good for their money. But if you only promote things that have already established themselves, it will get stagnant and it will start to lose eventually. YouTube's, I'd say that a lot of the growth in YouTube's money and usage isn't because of their policies of promoting large creators, it's in spite of them. And by furthering this, I think they're sending a middle finger to their consumers, as well as many of the content creators.